Hello everybody, we're back with another video finally. I've been kind of slacking on the video front, but that's okay. We're gonna get back into it. You know, it takes a little bit to get these things rolling, you know? So we're working on it. I'm working on it. Bernice doesn't count, does she? No. So today we're gonna do something a little bit more dramatic. I'm really into, Bernice has graced us with her presence. I'm really wanting to do that really awesome classic look of a really bold wing and a bright red lip. So we're gonna roll with that today. I do wanna talk a little bit first about some skincare things that I've been doing. My skin is probably looking the best that it has looked in quite some time. It's pretty cleared up, and a lot of my redness is evening out. One of my friends is a Rodan and Fields rep, and so she got me hooked on the, I don't know if we can see this, it's the reverse line, and this is the dual active brightening complex. It's kind of bright, so maybe not. But what this is it's two parts. It's one part vitamin C and one part retinol, and it's really helping with the overall tone of my skin, so evening out the redness that I have, as well as clearing up a lot of the texture that I had here. It's also helped a lot with some of the fine lines and wrinkles that I've been developing. We're not going to talk about my one really big wrinkle right there because it's mostly gone. So I'm really liking it. I think I'm gonna eventually get some more of the line just to aid in my anti-aging wondrousness, because I don't really want to look old. It only took about a week for me to see any results, so that's pretty good in my book. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. And moving on to the makeup, let's go. So first thing we're gonna do is prime, and I've got my trusty Hangover RX. So good, so good. I've been putting this on with a brush lately. I've actually been using the Real Technique sculpting brush. So I pump my 1.5 pumps onto the brush, and I just kind of work it into the skin. Excellent. What do I want to do for foundation today? Let's go. All right. Haven't done this in a while. We're gonna go with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 115. I'm losing some of my summer tan because I just haven't been keeping it up lately. So we're gonna do that, but I might be out. Well, Jesus. Okay, we're not gonna go in with the 115. Should we try this? All right, so for foundation, we're gonna go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I've tried this once and I didn't necessarily like it, but it was winter and it's a thicker consistency, and I'm thinking maybe now that it's summer, I'm gonna like it. So I've got the shade Creamy Vanilla, and we'll see how that goes. Holy buckets, I just squirted out a ton. You don't need that much, folks. And since it's so thick, I'm going to try it with a brush. Yep. We're gonna do it with a brush. So I've got, it's kind of weird, I've got the Unique brush that is meant for their mineral makeup, but their mineral makeup didn't like me very much. So I liked the brush, I just didn't like the makeup. So we're gonna put that on with this, and holy yellow. Do we even bother? Yeah, I can't. We're gonna start over. All right, so now that we have that yellow mask off my face, I'm actually gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this is shade 120, which is Classic Ivory. I'm going to go in with the Morphe M439 foundation brush, and we're gonna just buff this in. All right, so that is on now. And then let's go ahead and conceal with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. As you can see, I'm running low, and this is in Fair. Alright, so we are blended. I'm gonna go in with the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. And we're gonna prime the lids. I'm going to set the lids and the other under eye quickly, but that's interesting. Well, that was fun. Like I said, I'm gonna set the under eyes and my lids quickly, but I'm not gonna set anything else just yet because I'm going to do a cream contour. We're gonna test this old baby out. So I got this little sample of the Hoola contour stick. So we're gonna give it a whirl, a whirly pop. It's just a cute little guy. See how we like it. So. I'm gonna blend it in with my sculpting brush that I used for primer. That should be kind of fun. I'm really just gonna stipple it on there to start. And yes, I know I'm starting on my neck. I just kind of want to see what it's gonna look like first before I figure it all out. Soften it up with the fingers. Just leave it like this, maybe. Okay, we're just gonna rock it on there. Blending it up a little bit. Blends out wonderfully. And I'm gonna use my concealer brush to blend out the nose. I like that. We're gonna work on this a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with the foundation brush and just kind of soften that. I really like it on the nose. We'll see. We'll go back in and powder it. Powder contour that be. Yeah, I think so. On that note, we're gonna go in and set the rest of the face with the translucent powder. I already did my brows, and I gotta tell you guys, I have been using the NYX micro brow. Yeah, the NYX micro brow pencil. It's basically the same thing as the Anastasia pencils. It's the same kind of harder, waxier pencil, and it goes on super nicely. These brows were done with a combination of brunette and espresso. And they stay all day. I really like them, and it's for a fraction of the price as the Anastasia, so give it a whirl. The brunette shade does tend to go a little red, and I did notice that with a different shade. I can't remember what the shade was, but it was like the brown something or other, but that did pull a little bit more red than I wanted it to. But when mixed with the espresso, which is their darkest one, it actually ends up pretty nicely, and I think it goes well with what I've got going on. So those are done. So to set the contour, I'm gonna go in with the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. As you can see, this is very well loved. I adore it. And I'm gonna go in with a combination of these two shades, as per usual when I use this. This one's just way too dark. Look at that, I'm skinny now. Woohoo! I do like to take a bigger powder brush then at the end and just really kind of blend all of that a little bit more, just to make sure there's nothing patchy. All right, so I am gonna take a little bit of the Hoola bronzer just to put more stuff on my face. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Party. It's from the birthday collection. So we're just gonna go in with that. I'm pinking up these cheeks a little bit. Okay, there we go. A dig it. Can you dig it? We can dig it. Can you dig it? We can dig it. So I am going to stick with my Hoola bronzer, Hoola, and I am going to go in with a dome-shaped brush, and I'm going to run that through the crease. We're keeping the eyes rather simple because the wing is gonna be the focal point. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a defined brush and really deepen that crease even more. Okay, so now that we've got that laid down, I'm gonna go in with tan lines from Makeup Geek just to give us a little bit more depth, and I'm gonna concentrate that primarily on the outside of that crease. And once I get down to just a little bit of product left on my brush, I'll bring it back in. So we're just defining the crease with that shade. That's it. Bernice is back there, chilling. Can you see her? Hey, Bern. Keeping it awesome, Bernice. That's all she can do. So now we're gonna go in with the eyeliner, and I'm going to use my always trusty Physicians Formula Eye Booster. So until I find a liner that has as stiff of a tip, that is as pointy, for the price point, I'm gonna stick with it. I do have the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I like it. It's just a little bit thicker of a tip. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit thicker of a tip, and it's not as long, and I just really, really like the eye booster. I just do. All right, so we let the liner do the work when it comes to a wing. So I always tend to start on the inside of this eye. And I draw my initial line. It's not gonna be pretty at first, but we'll get there. Then I do my first line for the wing. And I'm gonna start it out here. And bring it in. Then I'm going to go part of the way down on where I have the edge of that wing. And just pull it across my eye. And you'll see that's not pretty. It really made it a lot thicker, which is what I'm going for, which is why I let it do that. And we've just got to fill it in now. All right, so that's our first one. We're gonna maybe do some butzing with it. There we go, even out that line. That's what it looks like. Booyah. Now the trick is to get them to match as closely as possible, but it really doesn't matter because nobody can look at both eyes at the same time. That's my theory. Sticking to it. So I would say those are pretty even. I like them. They're pretty big, pretty solid. So that's what we got there for the wingadings. Woo-hoo. So now that we have that, I really wish I would have picked up some lashes for this, but I didn't. I failed. Man, why did I do that? We're gonna go back in with some tan lines. We're gonna do the lower lash line. So I'm going to go back in with the tan lines shade, and I'm just gonna go across the bottom lash. I'm gonna buff that out with a little bit of the bronzer. And that's really it. That's the lower lash line. We're gonna load on some mascara, but first I'm gonna do something I don't really normally do. I've been doing it a little bit lately, and that, ladies and gents, is curl my eyelashes. The Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in Black is Black. I'm just gonna load this on since I don't have any fake ones. Okay, so that's not necessarily doing the job. It gave me some plump, but not a whole lot of length. So I'm gonna go in with the trusty Benefit Roller Lash. Thank you, Ulta, for having your 21 Days of Beauty so that I could get 2 for the price of 1. But even better, I had a shit ton of points. So I got 2 of them for $9. Can't beat that. This mascara is seriously amazing. Suddenly I have lashes. All right, there we go. The lashes showed up. They came to play. So let's hit the cheeks with some highlight. I'm gonna use Champagne Pop. And we're just gonna hit the top of the cheekbones. I'm gonna bring that onto the cheek a little bit, just because it's kind of fun. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush and I'm gonna hit the inner corners. And the outer edge of the brow bone. Yeah, I wanna shoot, baby. Cupid's bow got a little out of control. Is there such a thing? I don't know if there is such a thing. Okay, we're highlighted to the 9s. We're gonna soften that a little bit on the cheek. Okay. Okay. And let's go in with the lip. So I'm going to start with the Rimmel Exaggerate. Okay, so I'm really annoyed. My camera died without me realizing it until after I put on the lip. So basically what I did is I used the Rimmel Exaggerate full color lip liner, and that guy needs a new muffler. And I outlined my whole lips. I did a little bit of extra throughout the whole lip, and then I went in with this MAC Mini in the shade Russian Red, which is a fantastic red for most skin tones, I would say. So this is what we've got. This is the final look, if you will. I don't know why I keep making that be bigger. But here we are. So we're highlighted, we're red lips, we're a bold wing, a nice solid contour, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. I absolutely adore this look. This is such a go-to. It's super classic. It works for any event. I mean, wear this to a beer festival, guys. It's fabulous. Maybe, you know, substitute a red matte lip that's gonna be super long lasting and you're good to go. But I love it. The wing is the best part, and I hope you guys learned something today. I hope I taught you something. I don't know. Did I teach you anything? Let me know. We're getting super close to Halloween time. I'm going to be a mummy this year, or just like a dead person, zombie-ish kind of thing, but pretty, not gross. Last year I was a peacock and I won our Halloween contest, so that's solid. So let me know what Halloween looks you might want to see. I'll show you what my zombie look is going to be, because I'm going to have to test it out a few times. But otherwise, let me know what you guys want to see. Give me a thumbs up and a like, and tell your friends if you like my channel, if you like this look, if you just want to help a sister out and be a good friend. Love you. But anyways, have a wonderful day, evening, morning, wherever you are watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.